Hello and welcome to the second tutorial, which is only for the controls and how to use them. By selecting the controls layer here, in the effect controls you can see some effects which are the color controls. As you see here, you can adjust the shadow here. If you see carefully below the web screens, you can have no shadow or 100% shadow here. Here you can also adjust the device reflection opacity. If you see here below, you don't want the reflection and you want a fully shadow. There is a text color for the text, as you see here. Text color 1 and text color 2. The line is following the color of text number 1. You have the background color. You may want to instantly create a darker promo. You have the dots color here, the background element dots color, which is here. You have label colors. The label is this one. You may want to have different colors for the label so that you can better fit your needs. You have transition colors. Transition includes 3 colors, so you adjust them here. Transition color number 1, 2 and 3. Okay, then you have the web screen roundness. Check this. You have now no round on the corners or fully rounded, maybe here. You have the web thickness color. If you see here, there is some profile here that you can adjust with the color here. You have the height size, so that you can adjust the size of the height up to 308/40. For the width size, you have to be in the third example. As you see here, there is a landscape mode. As you see here, there are landscape web screens and portrait web screens. So the width is for the landscape screens, where you can adjust your width, as you see here. So landscape width and portrait height size. There are controls inside this Scince. Here, as you see, you have a color control here with the blue layer, but you have to check local so that you bypass the global controls. If you do that, you can have your own unique colors in the selected scene. Some color controls here in the laptop layout includes 2 different laptop options. So by choosing laptop style number 1, you have this Aero style, and if you choose 2, you have this MacBook style. This is not a global control, this is a local control, and choose your style. So that was the color controls tutorial. I hope you like it. If you have any questions, don't forget to write me via my profile. Thanks. Hello and welcome to the Web Pro template. This is the main comp, and I will show you how to customize this template and make your own promo within minutes. As you see here, I have pre-made 4 examples and I have included 138 pre-made scenes so you can work with them. The project is completely modular. You can work and have your project in minutes. Let's see how you can customize this first example. All the examples have the same structure and color code, so when you see this cyan layer means that you have the scene here, and double click here to customize. When you see the red layer you have the placeholder, and when you see the green layer you have the text. So the code is following all the template from start to finish. Let's see how you can place your own text here and place your website. So by double clicking this first example, intro, there are 4 different examples to choose from. With a green layer you edit the text easily here. You may use the color controls by enable these local color controls. You have to enable this to work with these controls. After writing your site here, let's go and customize our first scene, which is scene number 3. Let's go to web screen number 1. As you see here, there are 5 red layers, and there are 5 placeholder you need. So double click the scene number 3, placeholder 1, again and again. I have a sample image here which I place it between these 2 layers. This is a mask only to a guide layer, doesn't render, but it can be used to guide you when you adjust the size in terms of width or height of the placeholder, because this may look too long for you, or you may want a wider one, I don't know. So you place your image here. A good way to place it is by right clicking on the image, transform fit to come width here, and then place it wherever you are, or you may use this align tool for the vertical top align here. So we place our first image. Let's see how this looks. Of course the reflections automatically generated, and now we have our first placeholder here. The same happens to all the red layers here. Again you double click here, again here, and you place your image between these layers. So we have the second image here. Let's go on and see how you can work with another scene like this one. Again with the cyan color, edit here. In this example you have a green layer here so that you can work with the text too. Let's double click and see how you can work on the text. Text number 2 is the small text here, and text number 1 is the headline here. You simply edit the text here, and of course edit the text here. Like everywhere in this project, you have a blue layer with the color controls which you have first to check so that you can work with the local color controls. That's how you edit the text. And of course with the red layer we have already saw that. Double click and place your image here. And you're okay, and you have the first image here. Another thing that every scene has is the depth of field, working with a gradient so that you can work with more speed. So you edit here this gradient, click on the layer BG and work on this ramp. The white color stands for blurriness and the black color is avoid the blur. As you see here, I have created some blur on the top of the placeholders. Here, in the first example and all of the examples, you have a label with a dark green color. You may want to uncheck not to have this, or you may want to move this, but either way you have to edit. So double click on the dark green layer. Again, with the color green, with a green color, you edit the text. The text is automatically masked. Every label has a unique icon. As you see here with the blue color, Alt replace icon. You can right click and reveal layer source in project, and you can choose one of the 580 animated icons already included in this project. So by, let's say you want to have bars here, Alt and replace here so that you have the bars. So that's how you edit the labels. This is the dot animation. There are some dots in the background which are moving, as you see here, randomly using a fractal noise effect. Of course you can move these too, and there are the three dots here working as a background design element. So that's how you work on these either labels or placeholders. That's how you edit the text when this is like here, and that's what you have to do to edit the first example. Here is a scene with more than 3 or 5 placeholders. There are 12 placeholders, but you don't have to worry. You just double click and place your image following the instructions like the previous placeholders. That was the first example. Let's see the second example. The second example is consisted from devices, laptop or desktop only. Again, you double click and place your web here, and the same happens to the labels with a dark green color, nothing unusual, and edit the cyan layer. Of course, with a green, with a red layer, double click again. You have 2 placeholders here, no worries. You go to placeholder number 1, the red one of course, double click, place your image. Here we don't have the guide layer because there is no slider like the previous examples of the web screen. Here you just have a monitor. You can have a slider and adjust how long the monitor will be. Transform, fit to come width, and here is another screen. And go and see what you have. Yeah, the text is not enabled. We already placed the screens, and you have this slide. The same happen again to every scene, so that you can edit with the red color the placeholder, 1, 2, 3, easy one. The text with a green color, nothing to worry. The same happened to the laptop, the same happened everywhere here. Red color for the placeholder, green color for the text, and dark green for the labels here. Nothing to worry. We are to the end of this second example. Let's go to the third example, which is similar to the first, because here we have the web screens. The slider is the difference. You can use the slider here. Again, no worries. With the red layer, you edit the placeholders, and with the green layer, you place your text. Let's go and see the fourth example here. Here is iPads and smartphones. Again, a variation of the already explained how to customize intro, jumping dot, and we go inside. Let's see here. Of course, all the devices are customized in terms of keyframes. So here's the device, and here are the keys. You can work and do your own moves, but I think the 138 will fully cover you. Again the text, again the placeholders here, no worries. Again, this is the phone, the smartphone. As you see, it's completely 3D here, but made here natively in After Effects. As you can see, you can move it without the need of a plugin. Sorry for this. So, no worries for this. The red layer for the placeholders, green layer for the text again. I have made many scenes so that you can work using these transitions here. Of course, the transitions are fully controlled for the colors, and the ending scene here. The placeholders and the text. So here I have included as you see here, already made layouts, divided into portrait web screens, landscape web screens, laptop layouts, desktop layouts, tablet layouts, smartphone layouts, and multiple devices. That means the devices together. You can work with a preview video, of course, and choose easier using the video. All scenes are numbered, so you may need the 134 with the, let's say, scene number 60, number 90, and use 10 of these scenes and make your promo real unique. So that was the web presentation. I will get you another tutorial how to use the color controls. Thanks.